Wow. All right, here we go. Man, it's been a really, really powerful morning already. I don't know about you. Maybe it's the moon. Maybe it's the location of the earth in the universe. I don't know, but there's this very interesting vibe this morning. I don't know if you're catching it, but it's this very interesting vibe that's like thought-provoking, right? It's like, I've been in deep thought all morning, thinking about all the things, right? Thinking about business, thinking about the show, thinking about my relationships with my wife and my children, thinking about fitness, like all the things, right? We're getting ready. We just started training for a marathon yesterday. Oh my goodness, right? And then we stepped into Breakfast of Champions this morning, and golly, man, the conversations that were in there were deep. I'm like, holy smokes, okay. Today's going to be one of those days. And what's cool is right here on this show, we've been talking about winning, right? What does it really take to win, to be a winner? A winner wins and does not lose, that type of winner, right? And so we've been breaking that down, and it's really deep, thought-provoking stuff when you get past the surface, when you get past that initial, oh, we won celebration, and we start to dig deeper. Man, it's pretty powerful. So today we're going to go another level. We're going to talk. We've been talking about ourselves, and we're going to continue to hit on that, how important it is that we are a winner from the beginning to the end, from the inside out. But we're also going to shift this a little bit and make sure that everybody understands that, dude, though it is an inside game, at the same time, it's not a game that we play by ourselves, right? It takes a village to make these things happen. So I'm going to bring in a little Mel Robbins this morning. I'm also going to bring in a little bit later a story that you're going to just absolutely love about a young man, a young soccer player. We're going to do all of that, and we're going to celebrate a couple different things today as well. So I'm glad you're here. Let's dive right in. This should be fun. Good morning and welcome to #Rise and Grind, the #1 morning show in the world filled with motivation, education, and inspiration. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8, and the founder of the 800% Club, the club designed to help you unlock your full potential. Each episode is filled with celebrity interviews, inspiring conversations, and the strategies you need to get ahead in your career and your life. So grab your pen and turn up the volume, because it's time to rise and grind.
No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. You may or may not have seen the TED Talk that I gave a few years ago. One of the things that surprised me the most about that talk is that we hear from people around the world that write about one segment in particular. And let me play that segment for you because it sets up the conversation for today. And it's this concept of parenting yourself. When you become 18, nobody tells you that it's now going to be your job to parent yourself. And by parent yourself, I mean it's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be. That's my job. Get off the damn DS. Kendall, clean up the Barbies. If you're going to have a nude party in my bathroom, at least clean it up. God, chew with your mouth closed. We're not in a barn, for crying out loud. All right, dinner's coming. Get out of the pantry. As parents, and you were a kid, your parents make you do the things you don't feel like doing because you won't. Ever. Not now, not then, not ever. And even when you get good at something, you'll figure out something else you don't want to do. And then you'll plateau out and you'll get bored and you're like, I hate this job, it's boring. But will you look for a new one? No, you'll just bitch about that one. It's very, very simple to get what you want.
but it's not easy.
Wow. That talk was 6 years ago. I cannot believe how little my kids were back then. And I also hate watching it because that was the first time I'd ever given a speech. So my voice is like really screechy and I swear, which I typically don't do on stage ever. So woof. Anyway, this concept of parenting yourself is really, really important for you to wrap your brain around. And let me dig into it just a little bit. I write extensively in part 2 of the 5-Second Rule book about how we make decisions and the fact that we make decisions not based on what we know we need to do, not based on our goals, but based on how we feel right now. It's your feelings that make the decision for you. It's one of the reasons why parents are so important for kids, because if we let it up to kids to do whatever they felt like doing, they'd never go to school, they'd never do their homework, they'd never use their manners, they'd never learn to eat correctly, they'd never do anything. They'd just sit around and watch TV all day. That's the job of a parent. What most of us don't realize, though, and this is what I was alluding to in the TED Talk, is that when you become 18, when you move out of the house, when you're an adult, you have to parent yourself. Here's the rub. You're never, ever, ever, ever going to feel like doing the things you need to do in order to have what you want. You're always going to need to push yourself. You're always going to need to parent yourself. So what is the net advice on this? What is the bottom line? The bottom line is no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. And because you're only ever going to do the things that you feel like doing right now or that feel good right now, unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're just not. We're not wired that way. You weren't born that way. You weren't that way when you were growing up, and you're certainly not that way as an adult. And there's a tremendous amount of liberation that comes when you accept the fact that you're always going to need to give yourself a push.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday, aka CMA Day, Carter Myers Automotive Group. I'm always stoked on Wednesdays because I get an opportunity to spend time with this amazing organization, Carter Myers Automotive, where everyone's an owner. They're a huge organization out of Virginia. And they're just incredible, man. Incredible people. So, by the way, if you're ever looking for a career, you want to work for an amazing organization, just shoot me a message. I can hook you up with Carter Myers Automotive. They have over 1,100 associates. Everybody's an owner. It's an awesome, 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 awesome place. But today is also March 8th, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. Now, I'm going to start today, interestingly, with some very sugary birthday pancakes because my son is 11 years old today. My oldest boy, Joel Bryant, is coming of age, 11 years old, and it's crazy, man. This little guy, don't say that. This big guy is getting taller. This big guy is getting more handsome, right? His voice is starting to shift just a little bit. He's polite, man. He's such a polite kid. He works really, 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 really hard. Loves soccer, man. And he just works. He works hard on anything that he's given. Like chores, he'll work hard on it. Soccer, he works hard on it. Basketball, he was like a beast on defense. Like the kid just freaking loves to work. He helps out around the house with the animals and so on and so forth. He's just a good kid, man. And He loves our dog. We have a puppy. He like sleeps with the puppy every single night. He's a really good kid. And I myself am super proud. Like, I am so proud that God chose me to be his dad. A real quick note, over on Clubhouse, I'm noticing that my iPad only has 3% battery life left. Just noticed that. So if one of my team could be there on backup if we die before the show's over, if you could stream it in, that would be great. He's a really good kid. Totally proud that God chose me to be his dad. And I also wish that I could take credit for how great he is. But I can't. I can't take full credit. I can take partial credit, but I cannot take full credit for how great he is. His mom, his grandparents, his siblings, the neighbor kids, our church, my friends and his friends, and the people that we put him in environment with, our online friends, our Rise and Grind community, our Breakfast with Champions people that he's had a chance to meet at events like Grow for God, or any of my 800% club dealers that he spent time with at our 800% club retreats. Like, they've all played a part. I can't take credit for him being such a good kid. It's been the whole village, man. You see, here's the reality. No one person can carefully craft and curate a good human. It takes a village. And today, as we talk about winning this week, right? As we talk about winning, this is one concept. This idea of it takes a village. This is one concept that is absolutely crucial for you not to overlook. Absolutely crucial for you not to overlook how important it is. The people in your tribe, the people in your village, how absolutely crucial it is to you winning. So we're going to dive into that a little bit further today. Before we do, though, you know what we got to do on this show. I got to turn it up a little bit for Pastor Jeff over there.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle.
There we go. Pastor Jeff likes it hot over there on Clubhouse. There we go. Hey, come on, let's go. Get it moving.
Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. And me get it.
Connor, man, this song's so hit. I love it. Gosh, I love it. Hey, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button, all right? If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? Oh, what happened there? There it goes. For a second, the stream froze up over there on Facebook. All right, Robin Wilshans, good morning. How you doing, Mary Lynn? Good morning, TM. I'm going to scroll way down here. I want to go way, way, way down. LaWanda, good morning, LaWanda. Okay, I got to turn it down a little bit, Pastor Jeff. It's too loud. All right. Good morning, Lisa Velasco. Glad you're here. Russell Hill, what's up? Kolo Mogani, I'm glad you're in the building. I see Charmaine, is that what that is? Charmaine Jackson is up in here. What's up, Allison Turner? Great to see you. LaWanda's in the building. Jolanda's in the building. Mike's in the building. Jennifer and May, M-E-I. I'm so glad you're here. Larry, thanks for being in the building. What's up, Jeannie? Good morning to you. Malcolm and Leslie and Larry and Cass, Sheila and Erica and Michael and Jimmy. I'm down to 1% over on the iPad, just so you know. Murat, and I can't plug it in because it's connected to the Roadcaster. Laura, What's up? Good morning. Vinny, Ricardo, Sean, all y'all in the building. Michelle McLean, Gail B. Craft, Don Sankey, Ryan Gallagher. I'm glad you're here. I've also seen Leisha Moore. I know the song is so good. Marjorie Mallard, Felicia Shakespeare. Thanks for being here. Sean Weatherby, Jeff Pastor, Jeff. What's up, Kevin Stroh-Snyder? Working out this morning. That's what's up. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Ann's in the building. Nathaniel Banks is in the building. Kevin Fadley. Oh, my goodness. So many people up in here. Thank you for joining me. That song's too short. That's the only problem with that song. It needs to be about 3.5 minutes instead of 2.5 minutes. Hi, Stacy Lilliston. Great to see you this morning as well. For those of you on Clubhouse, if it goes out, which I think it might, if it goes out, don't worry. My team's going to stream the show right in so you won't miss a thing. There's actually like a 30-second delay anyway, so you literally won't miss a thing. All right? Cool. Hey, check it out. We were just talking about my wife there a second ago. Part of my tribe that has helped raise this amazing 11-year-old boy, 11 years old today, Mr. Joel Bryant. Dude, she's super excited. She has a new car being delivered today. So on my son's birthday, he's getting I don't want to tell you yet because he might watch the show and I don't want to surprise him. And my wife's getting a new vehicle. That's right. She's getting a brand new vehicle from Benoit Nissan. My boy Chris Boyette, a member of the 800% Club, has hooked it up. He has hooked it up. We got an incredible deal, like unbelievable deal on this brand new car for my wife. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is A, she's excited about it. And B, you can get incredible deals from 800% Club dealers as well, because we now have a way to bring it all together. We've been able to bring my automotive dealers that I work with in the 800% Club, bring it together with you. So if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, never buy from anybody else except for one of our 800% Club dealers. And all you got to do is go to shop.800eliteauto.com, shop.800eliteauto.com, and you can be a part, right? Like, we're talking about this village. It takes a village. Well, now we have over 3,200 cars and climbing that you can shop from over there on that website, right? And all you got to do is just tell them you're part of 800% Club. Just be like, dude, I watch Rise and Grind, or I'm part of Breakfast with Champions, wherever path you want to come in, you just hook up with them and they're going to take care of you. So if you or a friend or a family member is in the market for a new vehicle like my wife was, you want to go to shop.800eliteauto.com. Does that sound fair? Fair. All right, cool. Let's keep diving in. We're talking about winning takes a village, super crucial. Let's go.
I have never seen a child more resilient than my son. I think luckily when you're 7 and 8 years old, you don't know how sick you're supposed to be.
He's a pretty outgoing kid. I think everybody would agree to that.
I go like this, and then you do that.
Hello, Wills. How are you today?
Good.
So where are you today?
I'm at the White House Training Center.
That kid could play soccer from dusk until dawn.
He reminds me of Michael Owen.
Of course I do.
Seeing how happy he is, seeing how any little thing brings a smile to his face.
All he talked about was wanting to play soccer. And now here he is, so, on goal, and he practices every day, and he's an extraordinary child, my son. I'm very proud of him for what he's accomplished and what he's gone through.
I got diagnosed with cancer on January 31st, 2018.
It was the classic parent nightmare. Will's had a tummy ache back in January, right out of the blue. He had a bit of a tummy ache and I took him in for a checkup just at the local hospital on the way to school.
They ended up finding a tumor that was about 6 times the size of William's kidney.
It was just scary for me. Like when my mom first told me that I was diagnosed with cancer, I freaked out.
They very quickly assembled a large team in order to conduct surgery to take the tumour out, and they took his kidney out as well at the same time. In the process of dealing with the tumour, the main tumour in the kidney, they discovered that Will's actually had 8 tumours on his lungs. And so they had to also, there was almost like 2 storylines going on.
We started radiation to attack the tumors in his lungs, and we've just kind of been doing that treatment plan since his surgery.
Eric Cotardo reached out to Will's.
He taught me how to do a move called the rainbow. I'm still trying to practice it.
So we got to talking and thought it'd be good to bring him and his family out to a Whitecaps game.
It just takes him out of where he is. It takes him away from the pain that he's going through.
Please give it up for Will Hutchinson.
It makes my heart explode. This is a dream for him. I mean, he loved the Whitecaps before he got sick, and now it's like on a whole new level.
God.
And just the fight that he's had the whole time is just inspirational.
To be surrounded by people that really care for you and really are concerned about you, want to keep updated, it makes him feel, loved and wanted, and that's priceless.
I hope that they understand what they've done for this little boy. They've made his year. They've made his life. He'll never forget this.
If a kid has cancer, then I would say just be brave. It's okay to be scared. You can be worried sometimes, and I think you should just push through it and you can battle it.
A while back, I did a series on this word called Ubuntu. Ubuntu comes from, it's an African word, and it's an overall concept. It's a philosophy that they have in parts of Africa, and different villages and tribes and communities and cities and cultures. And the word Ubuntu, it basically means, in short, I am because you are. Nelson Mandela put it like this: in Africa, there is a concept known as Ubuntu, the profound sense that we are human only through the humanity of others. That if we are to accomplish anything in this world, it will in equal measure be due to the work and achievement of others. I want you to really think about those words. If we are to accomplish anything in this world, it will in equal measure be due to the work and achievement of others. I'm going to say it just one more time because I want to make sure this is sitting right. If we are to accomplish anything in this world, it will in equal measure be due to the work and achievement of others. Equal measure. My effort, your effort. My achievement comes from equal effort from the tribe, the village around me. Glenn business only grows and thrives in equal measure to my wife support through the raising of our children, to support through the energy and effort that she pours in encouraging me. Like, you can't see it right here, but right here to my right, there's a whiteboard and it says, "Love you the mostest," that my wife wrote. So I get to see that when I walk in every morning. And then there's also on the wall, my son, I think that's his handwriting. One of my kids wrote, "You got this, Glenn Lundy." Right there on the wall. Equal measure. In a nutshell, Ubuntu is about compassion for humanity. And it's this idea that we are all connected beneath the surface, and together we are all stronger, better together.
The story of Ubuntu. One day, a Western anthropologist went to Africa to study the social behavior of an indigenous tribe. He proposed a game to the children, and they willingly agreed to be part of it. He put a basket filled with fruits underneath a tree and made the children stand 100 meters away. Then announced that whoever could reach the basket first would win the whole basket and could eat all the fruits by him or herself. He lined them all up, raised his hand to give the start signal. Ready, set, go. Astonishingly, the children took each other's hands and started running together. They all reached the basket at the same time. Then they sat down in a big circle and enjoyed the fruits together, laughing and smiling the whole time. The anthropologist could not believe what he saw, and he asked them why they had waited for each other, as one could have taken the whole basket all for him or herself. The children shook their heads and replied, "Ubuntu. How can one of us be happy if all the others are sad?" One of the sayings in the country is Ubuntu. It means, I am because we all are. It is the essence of being human. Let's always have this attitude and spread happiness wherever we go. May we all live our lives with the spirit of Ubuntu.
So it takes a village, right? It takes a village. And so how do we build that? If it's so incredibly important, how do we build that? And really this all comes down to your ability to communicate and network. Without your intentional effort to communicate and connect with others, to network with others, without your intentional effort, it simply won't work. You will quietly fall into a lonely life, filled with regret and anguish. And I know that sounds like wow, hold up, bro. But look, dude, I'm telling you, this is a crucial component to winning. I'm winning in many areas of my life because of the intentional effort that I put in to connect, to communicate, and to network with just incredible people, right? So then I'm constantly challenged. I am achieving at the same level of effort and energy as those in my village, in my tribe. And so are you. If our village and tribe is, a whole, me and the two other people that I do life with on the daily, the one person I sit in a cubicle next to, and the other person that I eat dinner with and call my husband or my wife, that's it. That's all you got. Dude, you got to get up off the couch. You got to go to a conference. You got to go to an event. You got to travel around. You got to experience things. You got to reach out. You got to shoot a message. You got to say, hey, let's connect. You got to get your Popple card. I have a Popple card in my wallet where you can just tap somebody's phone. Boom, they got your contact info, right? Jump on a call, jump on a Zoom, Jump on some of these podcasts. Let them ask you questions. Learn about them. Create your own podcast. Bring people in. Ask them questions. Like, you got to expand the network, dude. You got to expand the network. This is so crucial to winning. And I'm going to give you my secret sauce in case you're not good at that. You've never done that before. You don't really know what that looks like. I'm going to give you like this. This is the cheat code to making all this happen, okay? The cheat code to making all this happen is this book right here. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's a short book. I read it multiple times a year. You need to read it and can apply it, like can use it, then start to select your tribe. Now, it's super important when you're selecting your tribe, make sure that you, A, select those that are doing the things you know you can do, that have reached some of those levels you know you can reach. It's not about agreeing and aligning on everything. It's about elevating. Sometimes it's better if you see the world completely different. That's how we elevate. And then once you select that tribe, you build that village, you better protect it relentlessly. Because see, here's what happens. You and I are children of God, right? The God of the universe. The God that made everything. And as you and I come together, as we start to lock arms, we become stronger, right? We become stronger, we become stronger, we become stronger. And the enemy doesn't like that. So the enemy, right? God, child of God, and then opposing force enemy sees you getting stronger and does everything in its power to destroy you. And here's the reality. Empires are destroyed from the inside far more often than they're destroyed from the outside. You must protect your village, your tribe, your people. You must protect them and protect it relentlessly. You see, when you do these things, when you take the time, when you're very intentional, you communicate, you network, you build the village, you build the tribe, and you protect it relentlessly, it starts to feed into you, allowing you to become the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average version, not a little bit below average, not a little bit above average, but the absolute best. And that's what we're talking about this week, right? How can we become the absolute best versions of ourselves? How can we win at home, win at work, win with our health, win with our finances, win in our relationships? How can we win all the way across the board, right? I call it living that 800% lifestyle. 100% ain't good enough anymore. There's a lot of people that give 100% at their job and struggle in their relationships. There's a lot of people that give 100% to their fitness and to their health, but their finances are distraught. 100% is not enough. 800%. That's what we're talking about. That's where you get to have it all. You're winning in all the areas of life, winning spiritually, right? Winning mentally. That's the space we want to step into, and it takes a village to make that happen. Does that sound fair? Listen, friends, I love you. I do. If nobody's told you yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go over to Clubhouse on my phone since my iPad died on me today. I'm going to head over to Clubhouse. We can chat it up a little bit if you would like. Otherwise, you can come back here at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we'll do this all over again right here on #Rise. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. Let's just go back to Connor. How about that? Yeah, we'll do that twice today. All right. Hey, 5:30 a.m. I'll be back.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload, don't go chasing a wave. I'm a rowboat, blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They tryna plot my drop, they been huddling. Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, it's the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh, I never rest. Where you'll never catch this eagle in a nest, I invest